comes from Facebook. Why does Triple G get a pass from media and fans after it was announced that he is fighting Kell Brook? Brook is a welterweight. If this was Andre Ward or Saul Alvarez, they would get buried. This is completely true. Triple G Gennady Golovkin was in supposed talks to fight Eubanks Jr. When that fight fell through, almost immediately Team Golovkin announced that Triple G, who is a 160-pound fighter, will be facing a 147-pound fighter, Kell Brook. And no, almost nobody that supports him went in on Triple G Gennady Golovkin the same way they had gone in on Saul Alvarez for fighting Amir Khan, and went in and shit on Saul Alvarez for setting up a September 17th bout against Liam Smith at the MGM Grand. And the same guys who shit on Alvarez also shit on Andre Ward for choosing to fight Alexander Brand this August from the Oracle Arena. For the most part, Triple G fans have been very silent since the Kell Brook fight was announced, except of course when you go on Twitter. These same fans that were bashing other fighters for supposedly cherry picking their opponents aren't blaming GGG, aren't blaming Triple G. They're not even blaming management team. No, but instead a lot of Triple G supporters are blaming other fighters. They're not blaming anyone at HBO either. People who are receiving heat: Saul Alvarez, Carl Froch, Andre Ward, and others, because a lot of Triple G's fans believe that there were contracts made up, drawn up to put their favorite fighter against these other boxers. Nobody yet has revealed any documents from Triple G's management that prove that any of these fights were ever set up. This situation reminds me a lot of the Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao bout. Pacquiao fans were completely destroying Floyd Mayweather, calling him a coward, a pussy, and a ducker, because these fans knew that there was a contract out there, multiple contracts out there, and all Floyd Mayweather had to do was sign. A week before the fight and even after the fight, Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather both said there was never any contracts. It was just media hype, and basically the Pacquiao fanatics bought it all up. They ate it up, and the same thing's happening now with Gennady Golovkin fans. The same media members that were slobbing on Manny Pacquiao's knob are the same media members that are slobbing on Triple G's knob at the moment. I have not seen the last 3 or 4 Triple G fights that have been shown on HBO. I have not made time on Saturday night when Triple G fights a hand-picked opponent, just like I won't make time to see Saul Alvarez versus Liam Smith. I will not make time to see Gennady Golovkin versus Kell Brook. On Twitter, there are a couple of public relations people who write for websites that are still hyping up Triple G just so they can continue to be on the good side of Tom and K2 promotion. A lot of these guys are way past 40, and still they try to convince people that Triple G will remain an attraction no matter who he fights. We all know that isn't true, and that was proved by the fact that Triple G's first pay-per-view completely bombed. And it almost seems if you disagree with them, you'll have multiple accounts on Twitter attack you, questioning whether or not you really love the sport of boxing. Because if you don't like Triple G, according to them, you don't like boxing. And if you look a little bit closer into it, most of these PR people's tweets are just being retweeted onto other people's timeline. But what do you say? Will you be watching? Will you watch? Make time to watch Triple G Gennady Golovkin versus Kell Brook? It's not my opinion, it's fact. Kell Brook is a hand-picked, cherry-picked opponent. Will you watch Sergey Kovalev versus Chilemba for Kovalev's titles? Another hand-picked opponent.